Hey everybody, it's Commander Cloud and we're back with another patch notes reaction video. Today we have Medusa's Deathmatch 5.10 PC update notes, even though that's not how you do decimals high res, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Starting with Queen Cobra Medusa, that's scary. Look, oh, okay, so we got the crystal theme, this is our new thing. So here's, oh wait, no, this is one of those cosmic skin things. Galactic Void Chernobog, Crystal Colossus Ymir. I like this. Dragon Face, cool. Yes. Portal Vortex, Kukulkan. People said this was a redo of the old, that other dragon skin. I don't agree with that. Just because of the stylization they've used with the claws here. He appears to have fur of some type. I think it's cool. Star Trooper Achilles, that's cool. New Thor skin. I don't see the purpose of that. Okay, fine. Medusa's Deathmatch is a new game mode. I like this idea. It's a little bit more interesting than some of their past adventures. Challenges to enemy teams at once. Explore the brand new Egyptian map created especially for this adventure. Discover new ways to ambush your foes and take them out before it stands. Storm buries you all. So it's a 3v3 game mode deathmatch thing. There's a thing in the middle you're supposed to take, and I guess you get like points or something for it. Gotta stay in the safe zone. Forces you to fight the later it goes, blah blah blah. Whatever, all of that stuff. I'd like to do a video on it. Really all I need is 2 people to do that, so maybe we can get that done. I don't know. We'll see. Not gonna spend much time talking about that. The new crystalline bundle, that's a new thing. Stuff getting added to the chest. Awesome chest. You can read all that. More fantasy points, point store items. Ton of bug fixes that I'm not going to read because yes. If you guys want to read it, pause the video and read it. I'm not going through all this. It's just a bunch of UI issues, I think. It's fine. What? Zerbizon. Item balance. This relic was shown to be the meta relic of choice by pros at the Spring Land. Duo laners picked this relic in its upgrade at level. Up at level 1, quite often the effects were devastating and hard to counter. Fafnir comms. Fun. Just imagine. We are decreasing the amount of movement speed provided by the relic in this upgrade to make sure the strategy has possible counters. Decrease movement speed from 30 to 20% on both standard and upgraded. Yeah. Updated description of text on Celestial Legion Helm to make it clear that stacks are only lost on physical god damage. Okay. The big one that everyone is excited for, I guess, is this well, I mean, it's a big change, this Hydra's Lament thing, because they're increasing the damage by 25%. Now, I understand this is 10% here, but 10% is 25% of 40%, so yeah, math. Wait, this does more damage. Simple enough. Decrease cost from 2400 to 2200. This is a terrible idea, and if you hated Kali and Mercury and all the other assassins that can use this and other, you'll hate them more because they can build this faster. Yeah. So you just press the gas pedal down for 200 less gold. That's silly. I don't. Basic attack focus assassins are struggling. I don't understand why Kali is out of the meta right now because that god's been broken since it's been put in the game. I don't know what people are doing wrong. Whatever. I guess this was part of the problem. Decreased health on the Midgardian Male from 350 to 300, so it's not as potent. Which fits in with his change, I guess, but doing both of these might be too much. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So, moving on to God Balance. Achilles, physical power bonus decrease from 10 plus 2 per level to 3 plus 2 per level. Movement speed bonus decrease from 3% plus 0.2 to 1% plus 0.25 per level. Thank God this has been done. This was the problem with him. It wasn't his abilities that did too much damage. It was his passive was completely overstated and gave him more bonus power than any other passive at level 1 and then in the game. Basically, I mean, yeah, Hercules, but his requires you to take damage and all that before you actually get the full benefit of his passive. With Achilles, it's just there. And oh, I can run faster than you, because that's fine. Anyway, Achilles continues to be highly prioritized at all levels of play. His versatility is part of his identity, but this shirtless beauty, don't ever put that in a note again, was clearly overperforming and leaving little room for player choice. We are decreasing both the power and movement speed from his offensive stance to bring the two stances closer together in strength, especially during the early game. Yeah. So I'm still not comfortable with him in duel right now. Honestly, I mean, this makes us worse because, well, the most of the reason why people weren't able had trouble fighting him is they didn't know how to fight him. He's your basic get in your face warrior and hit and fight you. If he can't do that, he's terrible. But apparently people can't figure out how to zone with a hunter. Whatever. Anyway, Chiron's training exercise is a very interesting component that few players actually use. Most high level players know about this though. And the way you use it is terrible. It should work better. We want to draw more attention toward the unique feature of this ability by changing the timing and duration of the cleanse. These changes will make it much more visibly clear that Chiron is cleansing himself or allies, and it even allows him to cleanse himself if used with impeccable timing. Masterful Shot is also seeing a buff to make sure its debuff component makes an impact on tanky characters. Training exercise, increased duration of CC immunity from an instant cleanse to 0.3 seconds, which is good. Adjusted the time at which the cleanse triggers from before the setup or pre-fire to after the setup or pre-fire. Thank you. Now it matches the visual, so you actually know what is happening. Oh gosh. This actually makes this a viable strategy to use it for cleanse. That's really cool, actually, because that was one of the coolest parts about him, and it was almost impossible to get it to work properly. And Masterful Shot gets increased physical protection reduction from 3 to 5%. Nice. Squirty fixed an issue where the apple could visually disappear before hitting a target or reaching max range. Okay. Guan Yu received a substantial buff to his passive 5.8, which caused him to quickly skyrocket in both performance and popularity. The Saint of War is definitely enjoying his new offensive capabilities, but his healing is causing problems. We will be keeping a close eye on healers in the coming patches as they have a high potential to shift the entire meta. Guan Yu's overperformance will be the first to be addressed as we decrease his healing to a more reasonable amount. Decrease boosted healing from 2x to 1.5x healing. Because as you guys know, for the passive change, he only loses stacks when he's out of combat. If he stays in combat, he has full benefit from his doubled healing as long as he's in combat. And if you have a lot of CDR, that's pretty broken. You can just sit there and keep, "Bleh, I will not let you fall, I will not let you fall." That's what he says. And then whatever. This is interesting. Habawa. The god of the Yellow River has risen to a new level in Season 5, having a very high damage ability with very low cooldown. It has allowed him to push his lanes faster than anyone else and deliver unrivaled burst damage. We're talking about him rising to a new level in Season 5? He's been that broken since he was put in the game. I don't know what is happening. Where have they been? It's like they've woken up after 5 years and they're like, oh, this god is actually broken. Wow. But yeah, as you can see, this is the main killer with him. Habwa tends to see a large drop in performance at the highest levels of play, so a slight shift is being introduced. He's actually terrible in Conquest against like people who know what they're doing. You get to a certain level of play, he's not very good. That's the main thing. At casual modes and duel, he's very duel and joust. He's very ridiculous, but that's why nothing with him has been addressed, and I'm fine with that, honestly. It's not a big deal. That's what bans are for in Joust and Duel. His base HP is being increased at the early stages of the game, while his HP per level and water cannon damage are being nerfed. Increase base HP from 365 to 400, that's kind of a lot, maybe? I'd have to check numbers on other gods. Decrease HP per level from 68 to 67. Okay. Decrease damage from water cannon to... Okay, so it only does the same amount of damage when you get to max rank, but at lower ranks it doesn't do a whole lot. Wow, that's a big nerf to his early. Man, he can't do that much. He'll get out cleared now most of the time. I think he already kind of gets out cleared anyway. I mean, I'm not sure where they're coming from with that. Kukulkan can push lanes just as fast. Since I'm just using him as an example because he's there. Anyway, fix an issue where the tornado that appears on targets afflicted by whirlwind would appear horizontal. I've seen that, and it's bizarre. Actually, I've seen them go all kinds of weird directions. It's just a UI change, whatever, because it's inconsistent with what the ability actually does. Okay. It's me. Kuzonbo. That is what we call him. Watch me whip, watch me nay-nay. Kuzonbo had some specific code in place to make sure his ultimate ability felt like a normal SMITE hit pulse area. Unfortunately, the design specified time results in a 0.1 second timing window where the hits didn't match up with the animation of the attack. We are decreasing the hit pulse time to ensure Kuzonbo players will get the full effect from their ultimate if they keep players in it for the entire duration. Reduce the forgiveness timer time between individual hits from 0.7 to 0.6. This was due to a bug where players would most likely not get hit 4 times in his ultimate even if they should have. It's a weird inconsistency. Could change. Medusa is being slightly buffed, probably because she has her own game mode now. Medusa has been seriously underperforming compared to other hunters lately. She brings strong ability damage, but usually lacks the true bite of a hunter to bring her basic attack power up in the game. Who proofreads these? Does somebody actually proofread though? Is what I want to know. I see so many stupid typos in word choices. We are buffing. Oh god, I couldn't make this up. We are buffing Viper Shot to have even more shots. This should result in Medusa being quite the scary opponent to trade with. Oh god. Her main problem is she's bad against tanks, I think. Which just helps a little bit. But there's a lot of tanks that just kind of shut her down. But yeah. Naja fixed an issue where the target hit by windfire wields couldn't move side to side when landing. Nike, we're looking at Nike. When looking at Nike, excuse me, we see a goddess who performs well, but players often described as lacking impact and choice. We want to encourage Nike players to feel more aggressive, to players to be more aggressive. What am I reading? When initiating for their team and giving more choice as to where to use plan of action. Sentinel Zeus will now slow the full amount of time, allowing Nike to be more flexible with plan of action. This allows Nike to initiate immediately with a buffed Valiant Leap rather than needing to save it for the AoE control of Sentinel Zeus, which is the ultimate, by the way. This ability will slow enemies by 40% whether plan of action is active or not. Cool change because you can hit the slow, bam, plan of action, then you can jump real fast, or they're slowed already, so you can use your one and it'll have easy secured hits, and then jump on them. Or like a boss, because they're slowed already and it's easier to read your jump, you just jump without plan of action, then hit plan of action to get all 3 hits of your one. See, now you can do 3 different things now, instead of having to just use it for the slow. That's actually a pretty smart change. That's fun. I like being able to make choices with gods. I like to decide how I want to play a particular situation. There's a lot of gods where they take the fun out of it and then it's just spelled out for you how you should play the god, and that's not fun. And part of having fun is playing a game in a fashion you want to play it, not being forced into a box of how the game wants you to play it. That's cool. Anyway, Vomana Colossal Fury fixed an issue where Colossal Fury was not getting extended duration for taking damage. Now, those of you who watch the stream know I do play a decent amount of Vomana in duel, and I think I have seen this issue actually. I mean, I didn't pay much attention, but I was noticing I wasn't getting. There were times where I don't think I was getting more duration for damage, which is disappointing. Anyway. But now that's fixed, so that's cool. I like that. Anyway, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this patch notes reaction videos. Let me know if you want more content like this. And also don't forget to check out the live stream at twitch.tv/CommanderClyde. Links to that, my Twitter, and my tier list, dual tier list, are all in the description below. Shouldn't be looking down. Anyway, and I will see you guys later for some more duel. Have a good one. Not duel. I'm sorry. We're not playing duel right now. We're playing, I just mean smite. Smite, yes. Anyway, what I meant to say is, do not forget to check out the A to Z duel series that I'm starting, where we start with the first god in alphabetical order, ending with the last one. Right now, the only video up is Achilles, and tomorrow, internet willing, there should be an Agni video. Anyway, bye. We'll see you guys later for some more Smite. Have a good one.